Oh Holy Night, the first track on the home EP. Why did you choose to record this track?
Oh Holy Night, this has such happy memories for me, going back so many years when I was a boy, playing the organ in church in Bagshot. And my dad, it was a very proud moment for my dad when I was sitting on the organ, age 6 or 7 as I was back then. And he used to find a way of getting his favourite tunes for the processionals. So he always used to say, look, can you just play this Johnny Mattis? So instead of Mendelssohn and Bach, he used to say, look, can you play this particular tune? And I do remember that Oh Holy Night was one of his absolute favourites. So Midnight Mass is when I used to play that particular song. And it used to fill him with such pride to hear me play it on the organ. And so it was a very special moment for me to include it on the EP Home.
Nice. I was going to ask you if you had any memories on that track, but it seems like that's a really special one.
Yeah.
How did you come up with the arrangement for this piece?
So I came up with the arrangement by really just thinking and harnessing all of the things which I held so dear all those years ago. And so I think the arrangement is probably a synthesis of obviously the song itself, but all sorts of other influences around that time. Some of the soul tracks that my dad used to love, Sam Cooke, Aretha Franklin, etc., etc. So it's imbued with a particular flavour, I would say, but obviously the song is at the very core of it. And for the recording session itself, I think I just improvised lots of different takes, each of which was very, very different. Each had their own quality. I did it at Abbey Road in a very special hall there, Studio 2, which is not unlike this place, Wigmore Hall, beautiful acoustic. So I was able to react to that acoustic, and so I listened back to those takes, 10 or 12 takes, and we just picked the one which we felt was most truthful.
Nice. And this track, it's, a big track. It's been recorded by Mariah Carey, Celine Dion, and Nat King Cole, amongst many others. Do you have a favourite arrangement of someone else's, or did you take any inspiration from any of these, or?
Most definitely. I think Nat King Cole for me is like an absolute musical god. Just his voice, his piano playing, so silky, so musical. And so I listened to him sing the song and took a lot of inspiration from that. He was a big favourite of my dad's as well, so that meant a lot.
Nice. And the intro, it sounds like kind of distant bells, like the whole track is like you've painted this scene and it kind of fades in and fades out. Like, is that something that you were trying to achieve, or? I
think so. It's kind of that sense of coming into focus, of a melody and a tune coming into focus, almost if you're walking on a wintry evening, almost. You're trying to make out a distant picture. Maybe you're coming across a group of carol singers. So a blurry, Christmassy, wintry scape comes into full view. And then when it does, the melody comes ever so nearer to the listener. So I think that's what I was trying to evoke in the music as well.
Amazing. And any other thoughts or reflections about recording the track?
I think with that track, it was always going to appear on the home EP because it's just such a special song to me. And I think the fact that it does brings back, every time I put it on, brings back so many memories, particularly of my father and church, midnight mass, and all those lovely things, warm things.